Hey guys, Captain here. Today I'm bringing you two more of my LEGO Pokemon creations. This is continuing in the theme of a previous video with the LEGO Eeveelutions and BrickHeadz style. Today I have for you Espeon and Umbreon. Both of these Johto Eeveelutions, and I will be showing you the instructions for them. I'm quite happy how both of these turned out, and without further ado, let's begin with Espeon. Alright, Espeon is a little bit structurally different than how he built the other Eeveelutions BrickHeadz, and you could change it around to make it more similar. I went with some of these choices because of limitations of parts in medium lavender. That's the shade of purple that I'm using for this build. So anyways, let's get started actually from kind of the side of the head. It'll make most sense structurally to build the head first, and this particular piece we're going to make twice. So what you'll do, begin with a medium lavender 1x1 brick with a stud on one side, place 1x1 plates on top, any color, I use light gray, and then on top of that place a brick, again any color, modified brick with studs on two adjacent sides, and build that twice. What we'll do is place a 1x3 brick in medium lavender beneath that, and now take another 1x1 brick in medium lavender with a stud on one side, and one of these snot bricks with two studs on one side. This is the height of, I think, 5 plates. You could actually just use a modified 1x1 or a 1x1 with a stud on one side, and then use something like a 3x3 plate layer for the middle here. That's not what I did, but you could do that. And then some of the sides will connect a little looser, but the interior of the head will be a little more stable. So it's a bit of a trade-off. But anyway, place that on the center there. Now what we'll do, on these two, tile them up with 1x3 tiles in medium lavender. And then here, on the lower two studs, place a jumper plate in medium lavender and a cheese slope with the point pointing downwards. And then on this last stud, a navy blue 1x1 brick and a navy blue cheese slope. And then on top here, place another 1x3 tile in medium lavender. And it'll basically just line up with this, and this will be Espeon's ears. So build that twice. Now what we'll do is we can take two 2x3 plates in medium lavender and use these kind of as our base, so we can place the sides that we've built there for now. Set this down. Let's make the center column. I started with a medium lavender 1x1, but honestly that was a little bit superfluous. So anyway, 2 1x1s, 2 plates, and another 1x1. None of this will get seen, so really whatever color you want. And this will go in the center. And then now take 1 1x1 plate in really any color, and then 2 more of these 5 plate height snot bricks, so we have 4 studs on the side here. Place that in the back, and then 1x1 brick medium lavender, 1x1 medium lavender brick with a stud on one side, and one of these 2 stud bricks. Place that in front. Let's connect this at the top while we're at it. So hold these together with 1x3 tiles in medium lavender, and then place a 1x1 in the center. And so kind of the stability issue you might have is that these ears can fall off this way. So if you had made the center layer all connected and you used 1x1 bricks here, and then again made the plate layer connected, you would have a little more stability that way. Maybe that would have been a better design choice, honestly. This panel would hold a little looser, but that's not such a big deal because it's held in by these plates. But, you know, anyways, I leave that as an exercise to you if you want to modify the instructions. So let's build ourselves the face now. Start with a 1x3 and a 2x3 plate in medium lavender. Hold these together with a 1x2 tile. In the bottom, 1x2 quarter circle tiles. Sorry, 1x1 quarter circle tiles. Then on the sides in the cardinal directions, 1x1 plates in medium lavender. In the top corners, 1x1 tiles. Then in the top center, this is a translucent red stud. And then these tiles that I found, they're not the BrickHeadz eyes, but I thought they look really good actually. Let me see if I can zoom in on the pattern. So I found these from a Elves set. I don't know if that's a Friends sub-theme or not, but it was from an Elves set. And in fact, I used another one of these kinds of tiles for Umbreon, as you'll see in a bit. But it's got this kind of wing pattern, but notably it's this like translucent purple color with a little bit of white on it. So it actually looks really similar to Espeon's eyes, and I'm quite happy with that. So place these on the sides for the eyes. Maybe do a little bit of adjusting just to make sure they're more centered. Good enough for now. Okay, place that in front, that'll be the face. Then onto the back side. In the center here, place a 1x1 tile in medium lavender. Medium lavender cheese slopes on the sides. Off this stud, place a medium lavender sprue. And then off these, place 1x3 tiles. Use this medium lavender dinosaur tail, stick it in the back of the sprue. And then finally for the feet, they're just two 1x1 medium lavender plates stacked on top of each other. So build that 4 times and stick that in the corners on the underside of this structure. And there we have Espeon. Again, quite happy how it turned out. I was worried I wouldn't be able to design it at all for color limitations, but it turns out medium lavender is really good and has a decent amount of colors, or part availability. So, there we have it. Alright, and for Umbreon, we could build a little more naturally, starting from the ground up. To make the 4 legs, again, it's just 2 1x1 plates, but it's a black one beneath a yellow one. Build that 4 times. Now take 2 2x3 plates in black, and then on top of them, place 3 1x3 bricks to hold it together. Let's place the feet on the underside. Now in the back, we're going to place black cheese slopes on the sides here. And then let's build the tail. Oop. Made the feet snap off. So what we'll do is we will take a 1x1 black plate, rounded plate with a segmented bar off the end. Place a black claw on the end there. Then place a black cone underneath that, a yellow stud, and a black cylinder beneath that. And then a cheese slope on top. And stick that on the back there. So that'll be Umbreon's tail. Now what we'll do is we will build up the next layers. So in the center, a 1x1 brick in any color. On the 4 sides, black 1x1s with a stud on one side, and then in the corners, black 1x1s with studs on 2 adjacent sides. So we have studs facing outwards all directions. Now 2 layers of plates. I used a 2x3 and a 1x3. Again, 2 layers. And the top layer in the front, this can be any color because it won't be visible. A 1x1 with a stud on one side, to its sides, 1x1s with studs on adjacent sides. Behind that, a 1x1 brick. Now I wasn't sure exactly how I would create the ears, so I left myself room and used a brick with studs on two opposite sides, but the way I settled, you can just go with a 1x1 brick. And then, similarly in the back, 1x1 with a stud on one side in the center, and on adjacent sides, the sides of that. Now what we can do is we can build the side paneling. First let's build the ears. So we'll do very similar to the tail. Again, take a 1x1 rounded plate with a segmented bar off the end, place a claw, and then place a black stud with a hole in it, yellow stud with the hole in it, and then a cone on top of that. And now stick that to the underside of a black 2x3 tile and place that on the sides. And I find that it is easier to stick it on the underside of the tile and then attach the tile. Again, if you don't like the shaping of the ears, you can experiment with attaching it to the 1x1 brick in the middle, or if you prefer the stability of that. Anyways, then beneath that, place 1x3 black tiles. Behind, 3 1x3 black tiles. On top, 1x3 black tiles on the front and the back thirds, and then in the center, a 1x1 black tile. Finally, let's build the face. Very similar to Umbreon. This time for the eyes, we're going to be using this piece in red. It's a 1x1 round tile with this in translucent red with like a fiery white pattern on it. Again, it's from one of the Elves sets. And so we'll do 1x3, 2x3, stick them together. I think that actually 3x3 plates exist in black, so you could just use that. Hold it together with a 1x2 tile. Place quarter circle tiles to the sides of that. Black 1x1 plates to the sides, and the top layer in the center, a yellow stud with a hole in it, and to the sides, 1x1 black tiles. And then finally attach our eyes. And place that in front. And there we have it. Umbreon is complete. Again, I'm quite happy with how both of these turned out. I hope you enjoyed them as well. If you did, I encourage you to please like the video, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, and I will see you guys next time.